Hello, and well, welcome to Rimworld. A few of you have been, shall we say, encouraging me to play Rimworld, particularly Babom and Belorso, and I've been playing Rimworld offline since Beta18 came out, and then a load of mods were updated, and it's really caught my fancy again. I'll just show you the mods that I'm playing with. Quite a few, mostly just quality of life, but there are a few others in there as well that change the gameplay a little. I might use them, I might not, don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I have been developing an interesting storyline in my offline game, and I thought I'd share that with you. It's, yeah, interesting. I'll show you what we're playing. So, it's based on Rich Explorer, which is one of the extra difficult ones, but just to make it a bit more interesting, we've started with a new tribe rather than the new explorer. So that means that research is a lot harder, and we start off with next to nothing. Just beds. I've added beds in so that we don't have to sleep on the floor for ages. Other than that, there's no change to the standard Rich Explorer. Now, in my offline game, I chose a random character, and it was a female, so I named her Tammy after one of my viewers. And just to make it a little bit more interesting, I thought, well, Tammy's a nice kind of person. Tammy's not the kind of person who would buy slaves from traders, or who would take prisoners and then refuse to release them unless they agreed to join our colony. She's more the kind of person who would make friends with people and try and convince them to join instead. So what we're going to do is have a more difficult start and a more difficult policy. But I'd like to focus more on building and exploring really than fighting, although there is going to be a lot of fighting. But let's get started. So the Rich Adventurer. So because I don't want to be too overwhelmed with, I don't want to be focused too much on just defending a base. I want to be able to go out and explore stuff. So we're going to go for Phoebe Chillax, but we do want some challenge. So we'll go for some challenge. And where better to go than Whiterun? We want a big world. This might take a moment, so I shall be back with you as soon as the world's generated. And here is Whiterun. Now, Tammy's a sensible kind of person. So she's going to choose somewhere reasonably sensible to start, because if she's off adventuring, she's not going to want to land somewhere where she's going to struggle to survive too much. I mean, we want to explore rather than just struggle. So we want somewhere on the main landmass rather than an island. We want somewhere near near a jungle would be interesting, but we want it on a road so that we can head out. And I would like a river, because rivers are quite new. Let's see. So here we have all round growing, that's good. We've got a river, we've got a road. That means that if we're sent on missions and things, we'll be able to get to lots of places a bit faster if we actually start on the road. And we've got some factions close to us here as well. Yeah, let's have a look at the factions. 2 friends. Excellent. Yeah. So this looks like a pretty good place, and I wanted somewhere that had granite and sandstone. So I think we'll go there, and we're going to go for the smallest of small maps, because that means then that we'll run out of resources pretty quickly, and we'll need to go exploring other territories to go and find the stuff that we need. So it might be a bit of a slow start. I mean, Tammy's going to be all by herself and nobody will join her. She wants to crash land on this place here. She's going to parachute herself in with some resources and set up camp and try and make friends with the natives, the locals, and see who wants to join us on this adventure of ours. So let's bring Tammy in. Now I've saved Tammy just so that we didn't have to find another person. No, we don't want that character. We want Tammy. So it's important when you're starting alone that you can do absolutely everything, and Tammy can do everything, and she's pretty good at shooting, and she can grow stuff, and she can also look after herself as well. So all of the essentials are there, and conveniently she's also moves quickly. She's pretty optimistic. She'd need to. She's setting out alone to try and adventure in this world. And she gets some happiness from growing stuff, which is good. Tammy is 35. I think actually when I generated the random person it was a bit older, but yeah, Rimworld is pretty bad with people over the age of 40. They start getting showing the sorts of signs that you might see in someone at the age of 70. So let's get going. So, Tammy, the neuro simulations, holo games and free orgies were never enough for you. You wanted more, the grit and consequence of real life, like they talk about in the history books. You wanted to know what real challenge and consequence feels like. Now, after a journey of decades in cryptosleep, you're landing on this unknown Rimworld called Whiterun, and real consequences await you. Okay. So, Tammy, let's see what we've got. There you are. Let's have a quick look over the map first and see what we have. Start up here. Okay. Calling Ancient Danger on that. We've got components. Steel, jade. Jade's nice. What's that there? More steel. More steel. More steel. More steel. So there's quite a bit of steel. That's good. And more steel. Lots of steel. Well, we're not going to be short of steel for a while. Some components down here. Not much in the way of mountains or things though. Nothing there I can see. Or here. Okay, so I don't see any plasteel or gold. Got some rich soil down here. Rich soil's going to be important to us, and there's more over there, so I think we'll probably head down this bit of the map. Don't want to set up camp around here because there's too much mud. It'd be difficult to build on. Alright, so we'll come down here and let's see. Well, our first priority's got to be to get somewhere to sleep for the night. So we have some wood. Tammy, you should have arrived with a gun. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this place set up. Let's get some doors on it, and that can be our sleeping spot for the night. So we'll get us and our faithful hound Adonis. We'll just get get those guys in, get ourselves indoors. Right, let's speed things up while all of that takes place. In the meantime, we'll set up a stockpile zone so that we can move stuff down. Oh god, she's been sick. Right, let you finish building that roof. We want to get this stuff in. So, let's unforbid everything. And we'll get that hauled urgently. Just as soon as you finish putting... I think you've got the roof on? Oh, there's a wolf there. We need to watch out for that. I'm hoping... Let's just check. Yeah, you're young. You're in good shape. You're not hungry yet. Okay. I'm just worried about Adonis more than anything, because Adonis, while we're running round, Adonis can't look after himself. Right, that's the food in. Okay, and everything's under cover now. Let's get the medicine in next. Oh, and... Right, let's... We don't want you to feel as though you have to sleep at any particular time. Yep, where's the haul urgently? Right, get in the components because they'll start to rot pretty quick. And the wood. Because we'll need the wood. And I think everything else can wait then. Oh good, that wolf's gone to sleep. Okay, so that's all of the stuff that would rot. Alright, now, while Tammy's sleeping, I'm gonna look at where we're gonna set up camp. So this will take me a little while. I'll do that off camera, and join me in a little while. I'll let the night pass and I'll just work out where and how we're gonna set up, and I'll see you when Tammy wakes up. Oh, okay, so Adonis has woken up and the wolf has just killed and eaten something over there, and I think Tammy will be up and with us shortly. Right, now there is... I do want to get that hauled in urgently. The silver. Weren't we supposed to land with some gold? Or she already brought that in? Oh, she's already brought that in. Yeah, we need to get the silver behind closed doors really quickly, because if we get raided by a pirate, then sometimes they won't attack you, they'll just steal your stuff. But yeah, while Tammy's bringing that stuff down, I have picked a spot to get set up. It's a bit close to the edge of the map, but we'll take a risk. And we're gonna build some roundhouses. Something like this. Right, is that all the silver? Okay, yeah, so we've got all of our valuables. Don't need to worry about the steel, and there's plenty of steel on the map, but we should be able to pick that up before too long. Let's just have a look at Tammy's priorities. Okay, right. I do want you to do all of the usual things as a matter of urgency. Wardening. Yeah, if we've got wardening to do, don't worry about animals. Negotiate if we've got any of that to do. Don't worry about cooking. We'll live off berries and packaged meals for a while. And don't worry about hunting or fishing. Construct first if you can. Grow second. We'll switch mining on when we need it. If you can't construct or grow, then plant cut. We'll worry about all of these later. Crafting if I tell you to. And then hauling and cleaning. Yeah, cool. Right. So that means that I can now set up, because we're going to need more wood, I think. We should put another stockpile down, actually. So that if... yeah, let's just put a little stockpile in like that for the moment. Because I don't want to running things up there. Not much wood left. And I'll tell you what, I think I'll move Adonis away from there. Yeah, you stay down here, Adonis. Stay in the home zone. Did I put doors on? I don't think I've put doors on. Okay, so we are going to want a sleeping spot down here and an animal sleeping spot down here. Weather's awful. Excellent. So this is now our home. Let's remove that. And let's remove that. We'll leave the stockpile up there for the moment. Okay, let's see what we can do about making this a bit nicer. Let's get the rocks out of there for a start. And actually, we should think about food, because I don't want us to eat too many packaged meals. Oh good, there's some berries I guess there. Yes. Well, we're not off to a terrible start. Now I'm thinking what might be a good idea is if we're going to want to move the stuff down, but I don't want Adonis eating the meals. So if we set up, it's the packaged survival meals. I don't want him eating those now that we've got berries.